Hey guys! My last video was a more in-depth look at the inflated ego and how it rules our current reality. This time I want to highlight what we can do as individuals to affect the collective consciousness. I'm sure you've heard the quote, "Be the change you want to see in the world," from Gandhi. It's always been one of my favorites that I live by, and as it turns out, it's a paraphrase of his actual words. What he really said was, "We but mirror the world. All the tendencies present in the outer world are to be found in the world of our body. If we could change ourselves, the tendencies in the world would also change. As a man changes his own nature, so does the attitude of the world change towards him. This is the divine mystery supreme. A wonderful thing it is, and the source of our happiness. We need not wait to see what others do." In a world that gives most of its energy to wealth, fame, and power, there isn't much appeal to set self-indulging interests aside to focus on being a more conscious person. As popular belief reflects a society that is always looking outward for their source of happiness, it's no surprise that it's not commonly understood the true source is within each individual. During my journey to ascend to higher levels of consciousness, I came across the book The Lens of Perception by Zina Bennett. The book discusses the concept that we all have a personal lens that shapes our vision of what we project to the world. This lens is the product of our beliefs and preconceptions. To change our reality, we must first adjust the way we perceive it. For those who see through a more energetic lens, it can be understood as cleaning up your vibration or frequency. When we dive deeper into this lens of perception, we understand that everything we see in the physical world is a manifestation of what started out in the human mind or the mind of the Creator. This knowledge allows us to begin our ascension into higher levels of consciousness. Ascension is the process of removing egoic thoughts and behaviors and shifting your energy towards the realms of love and light. Now, I don't mean stopping at blessings and prayers, but in integrating into your being thoughts and behaviors that are propelled by the intentions of unconditional love and the desires that manifest results for the betterment of others. When I began awakening to higher truths, I came to the realization that in order to stop my suffering, all I could really change was myself. After fear in my heart and lack of self-worth had ruled the first 32 years of my life, I made a conscious effort to give more of my attention to the thoughts and beliefs I held on to. And as I observed my mind, I was able to create space between a thought coming in and how my physical body responded. Over the past 4 years, I've worked hard to clear my lens of perception and raise my vibrational frequency. As a result, I now experience greater personal power, clarity, peace, and joy in my life. For those who wish to find their own personal peace, I'll include my process of development to higher states of consciousness. And in an effort to keep it simple, I'll post a separate video for each phase that goes more in depth. Number 1. Set an intention. When you're ready to find inner peace, align with your higher self, or raise your vibrational frequency, you need to announce this to Source. When you put your attention on the object of your intention, you activate your ability to receive. Once you are clear about what you want, Source will arrange an infinite number of events to materialize your desires. Number 2. Acknowledge your dark side. This is your disowned self that resides in your subconscious. It consists of negative human emotions and impulses like rage, envy, greed, selfishness, and striving for power. In order to rise to a higher perspective, you must explore these self-perceptions that were adopted as a way to fit in with society. Number 3. Detach from beliefs and expectations. This is the process of freeing yourself from what limits your ability to find inner peace. Some examples are the belief that you're unworthy of love, the belief that in order to be happy you need a partner, or the belief that by a certain age I must have achieved this in order to be successful. Detaching from limiting beliefs aligns you closer to truth and allows you to see what you are capable of when you align with the natural flow. Number 4. Integrate the 5 agreements. Read and understand the 5 agreements highlighted by Miguel Ruiz in his books, The 4 Agreements and the follow-up, The 5th Agreement. Practice bringing these new concepts into your daily life. These hands down were a pivotal tool that helped bring me into my personal power. Number 5. Live with integrity. Be true to yourself, speak from your heart, and express what you need and desire. In order to remain within the inner peace that you cultivate, you must put your higher self as a priority. Below I've attached links to the 3 books I've mentioned that are great for anyone wanting to journey to higher levels of perception. The first was Lens of Perception by Zina Bennett, as well as The 4 Agreements and follow up The 5th Agreement, A Practical Guide to Self-Mastery by Miguel Ruiz. Thank you guys so much for your attention. Please like and comment below with your personal experiences of self-transformation, and if you feel inspired, please share and subscribe. I'm so grateful to be in this time and space and to share this message with everyone as the world begins to change. And don't forget to stay tuned for the follow-up videos. I love you guys.